Hello everyone, so today I am here with my June mid-month check-in for my budget videos. Sorry, I just spaced there. So I'm going to be filling out my weekly spending for the first 2 weeks of the month because I'm going to be uploading this video on the 19th, but I didn't want to fill out any of this information until I could complete the week, if that makes any sense, because I didn't want it to just be kind of half filled out and then me leave it blank on the weekly check-in side. I don't know, there's just something that I didn't want to do. So for my end of the month kind of wrap up, you will see the last 3 weeks, but it is like 2.5, so it's not too bad. So I am going to be tracking for the 1st through the 13th. Is that how I did this? Yes, good. Okay. Sometimes it doesn't coincide with my print impression planner, but I don't think it actually does, because I think I did Sunday through this way. Yeah, because I did the 1st through 6th. Did I really write down the 13th? Hold on. Oh, I did. Am I crazy? Oh, I did do the 14th. Okay, so I'll go through the 14th. Sorry, guys. It's late and my brain is just scattered. But anyway, so I have all of that already pre-done here on the Romina Rosa. I have them over here, little weekly tracking labels, or I guess spending trackers. I have red for debt. I have my little key here. This is just a washi card from SPC, and I have the Erin Condren coil clip here that you can just tape onto it. So I have 2 taped onto here. So I have debt as my red. Blue is adulting. Adulting can be anything such as groceries, gas, tolls, any sort of something I spend money on that isn't what I want to spend money on, I guess is how I consider that. Pink is spending, so actually spending money on dumb stuff that I don't need. And then the teal, or this light green, is eating out. And then I do have purple for sinking funds. In yellow I just have randomly, but purple for sinking funds, but I haven't spent any for sinking funds so far. And then I did go ahead after my last video and just fill all of this out because it does take a little bit of time. And then I also just tonight, but I probably could have done it on camera, I didn't think I was going to be filming tonight, I did put in that my sinking funds total for the beginning of this month for the house was $445 and everything else was 0. I haven't had any transactions, like I said, for sinking funds yet, so my transaction log is going to stay blank for that. And then on my debt tracker, the only thing that I changed is I did write in the minimum payments. If I do pay anything additional, that will go here. So again, I have minimum payment for Kohl's is $27, USAA is $20, K's is $30, Barclay is $65, but I like in my head to think that the minimum is $100. So I wrote down $65, but I will add the extra that I paid as an additional payment, and this will all be added in at the end of the month. Honda is $515, and then student loans are $215, making the total $872 for a minimum payment for my debt. And then down here, I kind of have a vision of how I want to do this. Obviously, I don't like the way I executed it, but I'll change that for later. So I think I might get a debt payoff plan sticker or just another debt tracker sticker, but I want to write down my progress in June, so the total that I paid off in June, and then add that into the total of 2020. But total 2020 for me is going to probably start with April, because I started everything really budgeting in April. And then rollover numbers are going to be, for example, when I pay one off, which I'm doing the debt snowball, so the first thing I will pay off will be Kohl's. I will put my rollover numbers as 27, and I can add that into USAA. So instead of my minimum payment for USAA being $20, it'll be 47, and so on. So when I pay USAA off, it'll be 47 plus 30, so 77 as my minimum payment for K's. Hopefully that makes sense, but I want to kind of keep that information handy every month because I don't want to have to flip back and forth constantly. And I think that is the only thing I added in. Yes, okay. So let's go ahead and just start with the weekly tracking. Oh, I feel like I'm already out of breath and I don't even have a drink up here. So first and foremost, where's my pen? I did pay our last full rent amount this month, which I am very excited about. The next month will be a prorated, and then we go into paying for our house, which I will not be putting our house down as a debt payment. I had someone ask me about that. I just don't feel comfortable putting down the amount, but I will put it down as a bill. So anyway, so I did pay rent, our big rent, this month, and I'll go ahead and put that in under the budget. So the actual for rent was, I put down that I thought it would be $17.50 and it was $17.46. So about $4 off, but not too bad. So there's that. And then was there any other bills these first 2 weeks? No, but I did pay electric already. Did I mark that down though in the last 2 weeks? Yeah, I did. I did pay electric already, so I will just mark that really quickly. That's the only bills that I've paid off. And then electric, I wasn't sure how much it was going to be. It's actually funny. I wrote down $200 as my budget because we're paying double utilities right now, and it was actually $201. So that's nice. And then the only other bill that I have that I'm going to actually be putting down under the blue category of adulting, because I cannot find my leftovers for my June kit at all, is the gas bill, which is new to us, like our energy bill, our gas bill. I'm just gonna put it down as adulting because I don't have it, like I said, a bill sticker. But again, sorry, I keep flipping back and forth. I put that down as 75 and I ended up paying 90 for it, which 90 seems like a lot for gas, but it's because the like startup fee, and then it was like $20 or $25. So that's all that for now. Let's actually get into the weekly checking in and we'll go from there. Let me pull this thing out because this can probably get annoying fast. So starting on June 1st, Monday, I paid a debt payment to Kohl's. I paid the minimum of $27. I'm trying to decide if I want to make an additional payment and just pay it off this month, but we shall see. I also paid tolls. So for tolls and Dunkin', I put tolls 1 and Dunkin' 1, so that way I'm not putting them in on each individual day, mostly just to save these stickers because I go through the eating out ones pretty quickly and I'm on my last sheet of adulting ones. I just placed an order 2 days ago to order more of these, so I put them as Texas Tag 1 and then, you know, Dunkin' 1 and whatever. So it was $47 for the tolls this week. So I just put that in. I don't think I've said it in this kind of video yet, but Texas Tag is a scam. I'll just throw that out there. Anywho, to USPS, I paid $1 to forward our mail, which, like, I don't need to track this because it's literally $1, but it helps me track every single dollar that goes out of my account. And then last is Wendy's, which is actually going to cover the Monday, so I think I might put it over here, but we did get Wendy's this night for dinner and it was $24, so I'm just gonna put it over here. I don't like when that happens. That does not make me happy, but if we didn't have the rent there, it would be okay. So there's that. Moving on to the Tuesday, this was our Dunkin' 1. So for Dunkin' this week, I only spent $20, which is not bad considering we would get Dunkin' almost every single day, but that's perfect. We went to H-E-B, or we had curbside H-E-B, and it was around $40. I round everything up, so it was like 39 something. So 40, oh, I want that to be even. There we go. And then rent, but I paid rent. Did I pay it this day? I don't know, maybe it hit my account this day. Anyway, then on to Wednesday, First Watch Wednesdays. We had First Watch and it was $38. We actually, this week, so today's the 17th, came to a conclusion that we can get First Watch for a little bit cheaper because I can get my meal and Brian can get his meal. And I like to split mine in half anyway with the girls, so like we don't need to get a separate meal for them. So we're going to be saving some money here in the future if we go to First Watch again. And then we did get gas this day and it was $17. And also Dairy Queen and it was $12. Okay, moving on to the 4th, I paid student loans. I did pay the minimum of $215. And then we had groceries for $80. H-E-B. And then on to Friday, Home Chef hit my account for $25. I'm putting this under adulting rather than spending because it's technically food and considered groceries for us because it is our dinners. And then on Saturday, I had an Amazon order come in. I don't remember what this one was for, but it was $20. And we had reales Italian, and that was 65. And then, oh, so am I doing that by the 6th then? Yes. So I'll stop here because then I do Sunday through Saturday? That's annoying. I did do through the 14th. I don't like the way I did this. I wish I would have did it Monday through Sunday. Because I have it the 1st through the 6th, 7th through 13th. But like, I'll just put up with it for this week. I will put the 14th in. It's going to annoy me, but it's fine for now. So I'll do that for now. So let's pull out my handy dandy pen and a calculator to fill out the weekly check-in portion of this. Okay. So for the weekly check-in portion of this, what did I spend on debt this week? So debt this week, I had 2 debt payments. Kohl's was 27, so that's 27, and I'll just check them off as I mark them, plus student loans of 215, and that's 242. And I'm going to do this the same way I did it in April. I'm going to change this in the future. I'm not sure what month I'm going to change this, but I'm just going to write the total of what I spent on the side. And if you watched my April budget videos, I added up, and then once you get to this week 5, the final week, it is the actual total, and I'll just transfer that information over. In the future, what I would like to do is put how much I like want to spend, how much I'm budgeting, and then it will actually be what is remaining, and I will do that. I think that'll be very helpful. So that is debt for this week. And then adulting, we have quite a bit. So we have USPS, which is $1. Texas tag, which is 47, HEB 40, sorry if you guys want to see my calculator, sorry, 17 for gas, another HEB at 80, and then Home Chef at 25. That's 210, I just put that to the side, so 210. And adulting. Okay, and then spending. We only have one thing, which is good. $20. I don't know why I just put that in, but $20 to Amazon, which is good considering the next week. Just you wait. So $20. Okay, and then eating out. We have Dunkin' at 20. Plus 12 for Dairy Queen, 38 for First Watch, Reali's at 65, and then Wendy's at 24. It's 159, which is not terrible. Not great, but not terrible. So those are my totals for week 1. Moving on to week 2 now, which I totally confused myself, but the good thing is I'm figuring it out. So, and we're doing this together, so that's always nice. So Sunday the 7th, oh, that's really confusing because my Dunkin' 1 counted Sunday. Whatever, I'm just gonna overlook it. So on Sunday I have an Etsy purchase for $44. And then gas for 19. I'm gonna have to remember that when I do my like end of the month situation. And then I'll flip my print impression, which does not look pretty right now. It used to look so cute, and now I'm like just writing in pen because I've gotten really lazy. Monday the 8th, I had an Apple payment of 26. Avery gets me in my sleep to put in my fingerprint to purchase games for her, and I've stopped doing that. But I spent $26 on games for her. Or not games necessarily, it's mostly stuff in Toca Town, which if you've seen Toca Town's kind of cool, so I don't know. And then we paid for our lawn services, and that was $30, because you can only do our front yard because, I don't know if you guys watch my Playing With Me's, but our backyard got like real messed up. Moving on to Tuesday, just one thing, Target for $73. Fortunately, I have no spend days. I'm very sad about that, and that's going to be a goal moving forward. Have a no spend day for once, Kirsten. Jeez. Wednesday, First Watch Wednesdays, I spent $40 because we got potatoes extra. And then my great big huge Old Navy spend of $178, which honestly seems like a lot, but we do usually go to Old Navy once a year around Black Friday. We actually go on Black Friday, and I always drop like upwards of like $300. I think last year was like $300, and it's all 50% off. So it's a little expensive, but $178 is kind of, I don't know why I'm justifying it, but I mostly just got summer clothes for my kids. And then H-E-B groceries for $98. Get in there. Okay, and then on Thursday, I put in labs for $9 because it was our last like ER bill from our car accident in February. And it was literally just a $9 like lab bill, and I didn't feel like starting a whole new claim with our insurance for $9, so I just paid that. And then I made a debt payment to USAA for $20. And then on Friday, I made a debt payment to Barclay for $100. And actually Friday was kind of a lot. And then Friday, bought some stickers for $11. And then Dunkin', this was the start of our Dunkin' week 2, which is surprising that it started on a Friday, but go me. And that was our $20 again this week, which is kind of nice. And then Amazon, I placed an order for those like eyebrow razors. I don't know where any of mine went, and I love those, and it was $12. My eyebrows are so unruly. And then Texas Tag for week 2 was $20. And I'm gonna have to go into the sidebar here because it's just not gonna work. And then lastly was Home Chef for $60. Okay, and then on Saturday, I paid the electric bill, which I already marked here. I also paid our gas bill, like I said, which is going to be an actual bill due sticker next month, but it was $90, so I'm just going to plop that in on Saturday. But I'm not going to count that toward, oh geez, I'm sorry if that was loud, towards adulting. So I'm just going to check it off already because I don't want to count it. And then another Amazon order for $12. I have my ears stretched. I've had my earlobes stretched since I was 16. I don't know. But I purchased new plugs because I had been wearing the same like silicone tunnels for forever and I was over it. And then lastly, Etsy for $70. I cannot wait to do a haul, you guys. And it's funny because I was getting upset because I thought Sunday would be something, but Sunday was just Dunkin', so that's already marked, so that's good. So then I don't need to worry about this anymore, or my print impression planner. Put those to the side, and let's go ahead and just weekly check in then for those. Where did I put my phone? Oh, it's right here. Excuse me, hiccuping. Okay, so calculator. So for debt this week, I paid USAA for $20 and Barclay for $100. So just for like visual purposes, that was $120. So 120 plus that 242 comes out to 362. Okay. And then adulting. How much did I say I was going to spend in debt? $872. Okay. Adulting, we did, oh, it's blue. Sorry, I just lost my train of thought. 19, nope, already counted gas. No, I didn't. 19 for gas. Plus lawn at 30. Plus HEB at 98. Labs 9. Very good gas. Texas Tag 20. And Home Chef 60. 236. So 236 for adulting plus that 210 from the first week is 446. I cannot write on that coil. I'm so sorry, guys. 446. Okay. And back again. Spending. Well, definitely a little bit more because the first week there was only one spending sticker. Etsy was 44. Apple 26. Target 73. What did I even get at Target? Well, I got a dress, but it was like 12 bucks. Old Navy 178. Amazon 12. That Old Navy is killing me. Stickers 11. Another Etsy 70. Another 12 for Amazon. And that's 426. Ugh. That hurts. Especially because the first spending was $20. Ew. 426. So plus 20 is 446. Can I just wait? I'm just gonna wait because that's gonna drive me insane. Okay, and then last we have eating out, which we have First Watch at 40. Ooh. And then just Dunkin' at 20. Oh good, thank God. 60. That's what I like to see. I mean, sometimes like, I don't really want to talk about my terrible spending habits. Obviously you guys can see them, but I just have really bad spending habits. It's a problem. So let's go and close this up. So we said for 46. Oh wow, didn't I do that in April too, where it was like the same for a couple of them? Oh no, it was 466. Okay, I was gonna say that's kind of strange. 466, and then we have 60 plus 159 comes out to 219. It's not too terrible. 219 for the first half of the month. So that is the weekly check-in for the first 2 weeks of the month. I'm gonna go ahead and just put my little key back in here. Yeah. You would think I pull this out more than I do just because the coil clip's like breaking, but I really don't. Okay, there's that. So that's what the first week looks like, and then I already know what this week kind of looks like because I'm a crazy person, but there's that. And then so that's what the weekly check-in is looking like I showed you guys before. The sinking funds I have put in, so you'll see kind of the finish of this at the end of the month, the monthly wrap-up. I didn't have any sinking funds transactions, so that's why I keep this transaction log small, because I don't want to have any sinking funds transactions. Technically I could have said the Old Navy was a girls one, but because I didn't have anything in here, it didn't really make sense. And then debt, I did pay Kohl's, USAA, and Barclay, and my student loans. I typically would have put them in the order that they're due. That's something how I used to track. I would always do it in like the date that they were due, but because I'm doing the debt snowball, I do it by like the least amount to the largest. So those are already paid. And then I filled out rent and electric. I think I already do know how much Spectrum is, but I'm not quite sure. And then also I don't have to worry about the phone bill, I don't think, this month, but I'll get to that at the end because I think Brian's gonna pay that this month. So that's that for my June kind of mid-month check-in for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy and look forward to the wrap-up video. I feel like that video is going to be so long, but I feel like the first video of the month and the last video of the month are always the longest because there's just so much information I feel like I'm throwing at you. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.